Welcome to the Ayurvedic Way, where we explore ancient health and cooking secrets from India that have helped people live in balance for thousands of years. I'm Randall Mark.
I'm Amrita Sondhi. On today's episode, we're talking about the healing power of food, and we're cooking a delicious immune-boosting shiitake mushroom soup.
And I talked to an Ayurvedic wellness expert about the importance of digestion. You're not going to want to miss one bit of this episode. On this episode of the Ayurvedic Way, we're talking about the healing powers of our body and particularly the importance of digestion. Why is digestion so important in the Ayurvedic Way?
When the body is able to digest its food properly, the nutrients go to all the right places, and the toxins, the ama, the word in Ayurvedic for toxins, gets released out of the body instead of sitting in the body, making it toxic.
And this is where I get sluggish, where you can get out of balance, is really the foods that we eat are not being digested properly.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, what are we making today? This is obviously butter.
We're making ghee. Yeah, ghee is clarified butter, and the impurities are taken out of it. So it's actually a very healing food. A little goes a long way, but it does lubricate all the connective tissues, it improves memory, it calms vata and pitta, it calms wind and fire. Kapha, if it's on a cleanse, should actually use none of it or very little. And when it's in balance, kapha should also use a little bit of ghee.
So what do? We basically just bring this butter, we put it in a pot, we bring it to a boil slowly. It's simple, but if you stay on top of it, it shouldn't be a big deal. We're bringing it to a boil, and then we're going to skim off some of the impurities. So right now we're just going to let it get to a boil. So we've got our butter to the boiling point, and you're just skimming off the froth. What is the froth that you've got going off there?
The froth are the impurities, and underneath, I'm not sure if I can, when I lift
see it a little bit.
Yeah. You can see that there's absolutely
clear. It's totally clear underneath.
Yeah, clarified butter. That's why it's called clarified butter. So these are the impurities coming out. You can, if you want, rub this into your skin. Randall's a bit grossed out, but really, honestly, if you rub this into your skin and have a shower afterwards, it is great.
So again, people that have a tough time with dairy, who are scared of butter, clarified butter or ghee is really good for them.
Oh yeah, it's got all the impurities taken out of it. You do have to stay by the stove, stir it. Okay,
so now we're going to let this simmer for about another 15 minutes, and you're going to begin to see the solids that form at the bottom. So Amrita, we've let this simmer for about 15-20 minutes, and all the impurities have been skimmed off.
That's right.
And there's some solids at the bottom that we're going to just make sure.
Yeah, I'm going to let you do this actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm pouring this. Now this is so good for your digestive tract.
That's right. Oh, look how beautiful that is.
That is clarified butter.
Okay, and we'll let the milk solids sit at the bottom, so that's good. That's good.
Right there. There's a little bit more, but I'm going to let that.
Yeah.
There's a bit more. That's fine.
Okay.
So this is your ghee clarified butter. It's really good for your body. It lubricates your entire system, helps you digest lots and lots of foods. Coming up next, we show you how to make an immune-boosting shiitake mushroom soup. Welcome back to the Ayurvedic Way. On this episode, we're talking about the healing powers of food, particularly the importance of digestion. We are making a shiitake mushroom soup, which is so good for your circulatory system, for your liver, and for the whole body's ability to cleanse itself.
Yes, and digest food. It's so fantastic for digestion.
Okay, so you're going to start with the oil and the...
Right, this is sesame oil, which calms the doshas, it calms the vata, it's got fantastic flavor. Okay, it gives this this is a delicious soup, by the way. Once you start making it, you'll always make it.
Can I just start chopping mushrooms?
Thank you.
We've let these soak, didn't we?
Yeah, we've let the shiitake mushrooms soak for about 30 minutes. I'm now going to saute the onions in here too. Ooh, I love listening to sizzling onions.
They're nice and
soft. You can use fresh shiitake as well, but if you don't have fresh, it's very easy to keep the dried on hand. I'm now throwing in the sweet potatoes and the carrots. I always put in the harder vegetables first. They take a little bit longer to cook, so always put them in first.
I'm what we call styling right now. I'm not really,
Nice
don't
job,
fully
Randall.
know what I'm doing, but
Really nice job.
mushrooms
I'll
are a little
just take the
difficult to
spinach
get
off
through.
Help you out with that a bit. I'm going to throw in the ginger and the garlic. And garlic is a natural antibiotic. Ginger warms the body. So delicious, this soup. I made it for my friends last Sunday, and they all started making it at home all week. So it's been quite a success. You'll have to try this.
Okay, I think I'm almost ready to put my mushrooms in.
Nice work.
Okay, so I can put these in?
Nice work. Yes, please.
Okay.
So we'll put in the shiitake. Ooh, nice. Beautiful. They're so delicious. I'm sure if any of you have tried shiitake mushrooms before, you know how yummy they are.
Okay,
Now we're throwing in the last ones we're doing is the Chinese cabbage and the spinach. We're putting on the lid. Again, we're going to let these cook in their own steam for a couple of minutes. Then we'll add the liquid.
Oh, you're going to actually add this mushroom liquid? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, that's
That's
kind
when we
of fun.
preserve the liquid.
Yeah.
So always remember that, to preserve the liquid. Let's show them what it looks like. These are the dried shiitake before they were reconstituted in water. Okay, now we can add the liquid.
Okay, I'll put that right in.
And look at how gorgeous this looks.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
so nice, huh?
That's
all the
fantastic.
colors.
Now we're
And,
gonna let this cook for about 20 minutes or so. But while you're doing that, it's you add the miso later on.
At the very end, you shouldn't actually cook or boil miso. It should just dissolve in hot water. That way you preserve the nutrients in miso, which is fermented soybeans, and the flavor is so delicious. It thickens the soup. Then we'll add the brag, and we'll just sprinkle with chives on the very end of the dish.
So we've been simmering this for about 20 minutes. Soup's looking great.
Yeah, look how that looks.
And I can add this miso paste.
Yeah, look at that, huh? Doesn't that look gorgeous, Randall?
There, I just added the miso paste
nice.
for you.
Yeah, we always add the miso at the end to retain its goodness. We just stir it in until it dissolves. It adds body, fullness, flavor, and
add
it's
this guy?
very nutritious. Yes.
What is this stuff called?
That's brag.
Just you want to
And
double
use
half
it
of
instead of soy. Yes,
Okay.
delicious. And that gives a little bit of the salty flavor. Okay, we're
Okay,
ready
is that
to
ready to
ladle
go?
this in. It's ready to go.
Ladle it up.
Ladle it
I'm
up.
gonna
Look
garnish.
how gorgeous it looks.
There you go. So this is a fantastic shiitake mushroom soup that is really good for the digestive tract. If I can maybe say that
It's a
properly.
bit of a mouthful, huh?
Yeah, it is. I'm going to garnish
Yeah.
with these guys here.
Digestive tract. It's an immune-boosting mushroom.
Look at that. I think it looks beautiful. Look at
Shiitake
that.
mushroom, isn't that?
You
Oh,
just wrecked my
sorry.
garnish.
Sorry, I wrecked your
You wrecked
garnish.
my garnish. There.
Okay,
Very good.
that's gorgeous,
That looks good.
Randall.
I love it. So, Amrita, what are we making now?
We're making a kitchery.
What is a kitchery?
Kitchery is split mung with
That's
rice.
protein. Protein.
And mixed with rice, it makes a complete protein, which is great for the digestion, especially if your agni is low.
What is that? Agni. What is that?
Agni is the word for fire or digestive fire. And just as when a fire is burning too low and it's not able to burn wood easily, you put little kindling on it. You don't put huge logs on it because it couldn't burn the food.
You're fueling the body to help digest all the food.
Exactly. So this
Okay.
is simple to digest. So
So
when
I'm-
people are not feeling great, they eat this as a comfort food.
Literally just put some water, put quite a
Yeah.
bit of water.
Yeah,
'Cause you
all the
wanna
water.
get it
It's
a
like
little
making
mushy.
rice. It's not very different from making rice. The difference is we're adding a little bit of salt. It always aids the digestion.
This is my favorite, turmeric.
Turmeric.
And we're going to can I put it all in?
No, that's
Oh, come on.
No,
I love it. I love it.
Randall goes crazy. It's not
Turmeric
going to
is-
be bad, but it'll add a lovely yellow color.
But turmeric is fantastic for digestion as well.
It detoxifies in the system. It cleanses the blood, and as Randall just said, it does help the digestive system.
And last season, you taught me how to make turmeric eggs, and my kids recommend and want turmeric eggs once a week. They love it. What a great thing for them.
We're bringing this to a boil. We're going to let it simmer. As soon as it comes to a boil for 20 minutes, it needs a very tight-fitting lid. Once it does come to a boil, turn it to low, and you'll have delicious kitchery.
Okay. Coming up next, I talked to an Ayurvedic expert about the importance of digestion. Welcome back to the Ayurvedic Way. When you take care of your body with healthy food, your body can heal and take care of you. Many people are realizing how important the immune system is to having a healthy body. But behind a good immune system is a healthy digestive system. Colleen Fraser is a trainer and educator at the Vita Wellness Spa in BC. She says that when our body is functioning properly, it has the power to naturally heal itself. Colleen, you've been practicing Ayurvedic massage for a long time, but not a lot of people understand what it is. What makes Ayurvedic therapy unique?
Well, the main difference with Ayurvedic massages is the amount of oil, and we're using warm oils that have been infused with plants, herbs, and essential oils.
And these, I mean, this is an ancient practice. It's obviously originated in India, and as a practitioner, you really work with healing of people. Where do you start? What's the focus of how you work with healing?
In the Ayurvedic understanding of the body and the mind, there's a evaluation. So in our spas, we introduce them to an Ayurvedic form, an evaluation form, which is a very simple form that asks them questions about their physical features, their mental preferences, and their emotional tendencies.
And then that helps them kind of be put into a category to help you understand what their body type is.
That's right.
And then from there, you tailor the massage or the type of treatment you would give to that person.
We'll customize it according to their dosha or their Ayurvedic constitution.
Wow. So, okay, let's say you figured out a person's dosha, you understand what they are. Someone's coming to you, they present with a problem. They're having, I don't know, they're not feeling well. Where do you, I mean, obviously you're dealing with massage, but there's more to Ayurveda than just massage. What do you go after first?
Well, we look at their immune system. How is your immune system feeling today? We usually look at what's going on at the present state, and then the Ayurvedic form can give us an idea of general tendencies. So what's going on today? How's your immune system? How's your digestion? Is it regular?
And why is that so important?
The regularity of digestion shows, according to Ayurveda, it's key to ailments and illnesses start from the digestive tract.
Give me some examples of the type of ailments that we wouldn't necessarily consider connected with digestion, but you'd say completely connected.
Arthritis, a common ailment that we see today. Sore joints, osteoarthritis, can over time is accumulation of toxins in the joints. And from an Ayurvedic standpoint, that is definitely related to food and to their state of mind. So foods like tomato and a lot of foods that are heating over time can aggravate certain constitutions, and we are predisposed. All of us are predisposed to certain illnesses or disease. So it's coming from a standpoint of how do we prevent it from building in the tissues.
So this is where the idea of each person understanding what their dosha, their body type is, what you're predisposed to, that set of knowledge is really important. And then they come to the Ayurvedic practitioner like yourself and say, okay, here's what's going wrong with me, here's who I am, how do you treat that then?
We not only look at the body therapies, which are very key for mobilizing toxins and calming the nervous system. We will look at their digestive, what their diet, so we'll look at their food program, what's typical morning routine. Timing, proper timing is really constantly brought up in the Ayurvedic texts. The proper time of going to sleep, proper time of eating. For example, between 10 and 2 during the day is when the sun is at its peak in the daytime. And that's when our metabolic activity is at its height. So that is the best time to eat our main meal.
Like your biggest meal.
Your main healthy
So eating at 8 p.m. at night, having a big giant burger, and that's not healthy, that's not good.
Well, it'll sit in the stomach, and then the next day you wonder why your head may feel heavy and dull, or you may feel congested. Over time, if this pattern continues, it will definitely create a different mental state, a different energy state.
One of the things it's really jumping out as you're talking here, and the more I'm realizing about the Ayurvedic system, is the connection between the food we eat and our health. Not just about bad fatty foods, but you're talking about even tomatoes, certain types of acidic foods, hot foods, spicy foods. Knowing how those balance in my body is absolutely essential.
And moderation. Ayurveda is big on moderation. I mean, they don't disclude anything if it's whole and local or natural foods. You know, in the news today, there's so much about all these flavor enhancers, and it's not surprising, you know, all these snack foods are aggravating our systems, and they're getting to where the you know, we're seeing politically it's starting to have effect on these big companies.
But I mean,
so
yeah,
we'll go back to
go back to natural foods. But what you're saying is that you start putting chemicals in your body for a whole, you know, a whole lifetime. You're going to feel it in your joints. You're going to feel the toxins. And this is what you talk about when it comes to healing of your body. It's learning to understand what you're eating, understand what your body type is, and learning how to heal from there. Thanks so much for talking to us about the power of the Ayurvedic system to help us heal our bodies.
Oh, you're welcome.
It was great meeting you.
Great meeting you too, Randall.
Thank you.
When it comes to healing your body, it's very important to do exercise as much as possible. Keep the systems moving, your heart, your lungs, and everything strong. A good move that's a total body move is called a curl and a press.
Welcome back to the Ayurvedic Way. Exercise and yoga are essential ways to keep the digestive tract functioning at its highest level. As with all exercise, please check with your physician first.
When it comes to healing your body, it's very important to do exercise as much as possible. Keep the systems moving, your heart, your lungs, and everything strong. A good move that's a total body move is called a curl and a press. You need a resistance band, like this one. Pick one that's the weight for you. They come in really light ones and really heavy ones. Find something that's appropriate. We start with a curl. Our knees are slightly bent, our abdominals are tight, pulling it towards the spine. We exhale to this position, inhale, exhale at the top. Down to here, and we curl around. Back up, push to the top, back down, and curl around. This is awesome for core, your legs are stabilizing, your biceps, and your shoulders. A great move to get you healthy and to get you strong. Until next time, start light, do it right.
For the standing pose, stand evenly on both feet, one leg length apart. Revolve around like a windmill until the opposite hand grasps the ankle or any part of the opposite leg. Your spine should feel long with a straight line between the tailbone and the crown. Stretch the other arm up over your head, aligning with the stretched arm on your leg. Repeat on the other side. This exercise maintains overall health by bringing oxygen and blood to the internal organs.
Exercise is a great way to get the digestive juices flowing, but also great food is so important. People are wondering why they're having problems with their getting issues of weight and unhealth. It's digestion is so important. This is a great salad. What do we got to do?
Yeah, this is actually a fabulously healthy salad. The tomatoes are packed with vitamin C. And here we have the essential raw ingredients, so important for digestion. That's actually why at every Ayurvedic meal, that's the mint, the cooling mint.
Okay.
This is what's so important in every Ayurvedic meal is to have a little bit of raw food to aid the digestion.
Okay, I'm just putting a little bit of good olive oil in there.
Ooh, yeah, yum, yum.
This
and this
is
is freshly squeezed lemon juice.
Wow.
Again, very fresh, cleansing, cleanses the digestive system.
Pinch of cayenne.
A little pinch goes a long way.
And then my salt that I just fire in there like 1, 2.
Nice work.
And then this is obviously cut up onions, green onions.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay, that's it.
Toss that about. Look how
Simple.
gorgeous it looks and how simple it was to add a great salad.
That looks absolutely gorgeous. Wow, that is a beautiful salad. I can't wait to try all the fantastic food we did today. On this episode of the Ayurvedic Way, we've been talking about digestion and the power the body has to heal itself when you feed it the right food. And Amrita, we've made some fantastic tasty food here. What do we got?
We made an immune-boosting shiitake mushroom soup. It's filled with nutritious vegetables and miso, extremely nourishing. I hope you make this at home so you can feel the benefits. We've made a cooling Mediterranean salad with the fresh mint, that's what cools us, packed with vitamin C with the tomatoes and the peppers. And we've got a bit of yogurt that we serve at many Ayurvedic meals with a little bit of cumin, excellent for the digestion. It's got the good acidophilus, excellent to keep the digestive tract in proper order. This is a split mung with rice. When you cook mung and rice together, it forms a complete protein that's very easy to digest and calms all the doshas.
And it's called a khichdi. I learned a new word, and we put ghee on there, which is clarified butter. I learned that as well, and it's going to taste fantastic. I can't wait to dig into this beautiful food that we've got in front of us here. On the next episode of the Ayurvedic Way, we talk about how to spice up your life. I'm going to go shopping with celebrity chef Vikram Vij. You're not going to want to miss that one. Let's dig in.